a radio installed into a Ford Super Duty F550, F550, and I'm going to show you the radio installation before it's done. So all the panels are taken out. Some customers don't like to see a brand new truck being dismantled this way. We used to install the antennas on the fender. We have specialty brackets, specialty mounts. All days people were using 90 degrees or L brackets, L antenna brackets. So we had to drill a couple of holes here. But because these new trucks are made with aluminum fenders, if you drill holes into this soft aluminum, the antenna, especially the long and heavy duty antenna, will come off probably within a month. So new techniques is to use one of these bolts in the fender, but for that you need a specialty bracket that kind of avoid or helps you to avoid getting this cable pinched, the coaxial cable. And I have a kind of my own type of method. If someone else did it, probably they copied me. I installed the antenna here, which looks aesthetically nicer, aligned with a FM antenna on the other fender. And I have a specialty bracket, it's a custom bracket. And for that, I have to take the wiper out. I have to take this trim, this cover, I have to take it out. So it pops out, it has three clamps. So you have to kind of carefully lift it up, and also it has some tabs here. And so you remove those tabs or undo those tabs, lift this one up after you take out the wiper, windshield wiper. So watch out for this windshield wiper hose. Take this assembly out. You can leave it on the side. There is a bolt here. Remove that bolt. Install this antenna bracket. I use some of the rubber tape because with the antenna vibration and movement, you end up scratching the paint here, and it's aluminum and it's very difficult to paint. You have to take it to the specialty shop. Also I use a conductive grease around that bolt because I have the similar metals. It's aluminum, a stainless steel bracket, and a bolt that I don't know if it's stainless steel. So I use a conductive grease for that reason. Then I run the cable behind, away from any hinges, anything that would damage the cable. And I put a couple of tie wraps to hold it in place. Then I go here and I go into a big grommet. It's this place is very crowded. Someone else did a messy job. They installed some sort of wiring, and they left some leftovers like that. But in my case, I attached the cable to another harness, and I went into the big harness grommet, a harness that connects the engine, fuses and wiring to inside. And the antenna looks good the way it looks, the way it is installed, and it's solid. It's a long VHF antenna. Once I fished the cable through that big grommet, I fished it inside. You see other people run some wire beside the brake cable. You could do that. So this is a tie wrap I have to trim. I left it on purpose to show you that I installed tie wraps. I run that antenna coaxial cable up, and you don't have to follow the same technique. So I kept it away from the brake, handbrake system or foot brake system, like emergency parking brake. And I went this way. Then I started to use some split loom to protect the cable because it goes. I'll show you what it goes. I run the cable here, and I've used this one, this structure. It's kind of a shield, and I use it to attach the cable to. So for that, because it's a sharp kind of edge, I use some split loom. You see the type of tie wraps, how I did it. So it's kind of a cross type of tie wraps. And the cable goes